Instead, we're doing nothing. Think about it. We had another voting session today, but mostly bills that really were not essential to the state government. Instead of dealing with nice bills, resolutions, and things that don't have to be done, why are we doing the business of the state? Why are we tackling the toolkit items? Why are we being honest to local government and the taxpayers saying we're going to do tough things, pass tough bills, to make you able to have a sensible budget? Instead, we're passing on it. And very honestly, saying to local government, you're going to fail. We gave the 2%, you're going to fail, you're going to see taxes rise, you're going to see problems and things. And then the Democrats are going to run around during the break saying, we told you the 2% wouldn't work. We told Governor Christie 2% wouldn't work. And the truth of the matter is, we just haven't given the tools. It's really a shame.
Well, speaking from some experience, I've served as a councilwoman, I've served as a deputy mayor, I've served as a freeholder. I know how important these toolkits are to pass. I think that promises were made, and unfortunately with the Democrats, the promises aren't being kept. And it's absolutely killing our towns and our counties. We have to help people now. We cannot wait any longer.
Seems odd to me that we have emergencies in the state because of suffocation of property taxes. We have a pension that's projected to run a $180 billion deficit within a couple of decades. Currently has a $57 billion deficit. And what are we doing as a state legislature? Well, today we addressed some really important issues, such as making sure that dogs and cats are neutered and spayed before they're adopted. Well, that's all fine and good, but that's not really the emergencies that we have. That's not really what people are sending us to Trenton for. So hopefully we get those bills passed, and hopefully we deal with the real subject at hand, the things that are really driving people out of this state: pension, healthcare reforms, property taxes.
The mayors and local elected officials, they need us to deliver the toolkit, because there's no way they're going to beat this law unless we provide them with the tools. And there seems to be a disconnect with the Democrat leadership and the law that we passed in July of 2010. And so, as Senator Panaccio said, we voted on a bill today regarding sterilizing dogs and cats. I don't think that's on the top 300 of the top issues in the state of New Jersey, but that was one of the bills that we considered today, rather than taking up the governor's toolkit bill agenda.
The reason for putting the 2% cap in first was to make sure that there was pressure on the legislature to do the hard work. The 2% cap gave a very nice soundbite for you all here, but the hard work was doing the toolkit. And to have the number of legislators who have served at that local level not pass and give the tools to the ladies and gentlemen that are on at the local level was unconscionable. We knew when we put the toolkit in, the 2% cap, and we actually, as the Senate Republicans, have sponsored a 2% cap at the state level, and that hasn't been put forward yet. So once again, it's more as do as I say, don't do as I do. So they knew, plenty of people who have served at the local level knew those towns and those counties needed this toolkit, and they didn't give it to them.
There's a certain hypocrisy to asking schools, counties, and towns to cap their own spending, but then the state of New Jersey doesn't have that cap. It has a 4% instead of a 2%. It's a statutory cap. It should really be a constitutional cap, in my view. But as I look through these many bills, and I'm sure those that are joining for the press conference got the same spreadsheet, you see the multiple times these bills were raised and given opportunities on the floor of the Senate to vote, and then voted down on partisan lines. Things like restoring the last best offer for school boards, which school boards have been asking and begging for in order to control their costs. Allowing, in the case of layoffs, to instead of lay off people in terms of seniority, allow them to be laid off based on their role they play in your municipality. And there are many, many others. These votes have gone down on party lines, and it really is a disservice to our taxpayers in this state, because these are all items which could have significantly affected the outcome of property taxes.
And United saying that it's imperative that the Senate President and majority party keep their word. Last year we talked again about the importance of the 2% cap to set the guidelines. And then everybody knew at the time, in order for the 2% cap to work, that you need to give the mayors, freeholders, school board members, and others make the tough and strategic decisions that will allow for their towns to both be affordable and the residents safe. The toolkit, in all of its various iterations, would allow for that nexus to occur by not allowing the mayors and the people who are closest to the taxpayer the opportunity to make those tough decisions. The majority party is being both disingenuous and harmful to the property taxpayer of this state. And we urge, as we have urged in the past, bipartisan support and bipartisan support for passage of these important toolkit measures as soon as humanly possible, whether they call a special session or the coming month, or whether it be soon to come back in May. But these toolkit measures need to get done in order for us to take control of the property tax burden. Are you